Hello, my name is Rashad Bradley. I teach Algebra 1 at Southeast High School for the last 15 years. So you got your 49 and then 49 and 3. Part where you got stuck on before, this is where you're gonna get better at. So what happens now?
So Mr. Bradley is a good teacher because he is very smart and he don't play no games with no students. Like he will get on you like for real.
I knew that teaching was my career, going to be my career right around junior year when we got involved with Project MSS at UIS. It was Dr. Loretta Meeks who was head of that program, and I didn't know what I wanted to do at the time, and we got involved with some situations where we'd go and help some kids in activities, and I started to notice that some of the kids that I would be able to be involved with for 2, 3, 4 days at a time would actually change their behaviors just because they were trying to impress me or listen to what I had to say to them and making changes, and that's kind of what inspired it. And then as I just kept doing that more and more and staying involved, it built to a part where I felt like I was blessed with the ability to reach those kinds of kids and do that with people.
Mr. Bradley is just a really motivational person. He pushes us volleyball players to do better, and he always believes in us. He's actually a really good workout coach if you want that too.
I always try to think that in my decision making there's 2 different types. One is to try to make you feel better, the other one is to try to make you do better. And I like to think that if I make a decision to make you do better, it's not always going to feel better at the time because it's going against what you're used to. But when you realize that change that I'm trying to make in you actually makes you better, it turns into something that makes you feel better about yourself.
I like Mr. Bradley because he's like a really good person, and whenever I'd get taken out of the volleyball game, he'd always be there to critique me in a positive way, and he'd always help me.
The passion that I get from my job is just from love. I try to tell the kids when we talk to them that it's okay to love what you do. It's actually better to love what you do, and I think that whenever you love what you do, the passion just comes out naturally. And then what happens with those 2 numbers?
Multiply them?
Yep, and you get 45.
Over 5?
Is there any fractions in that one? If I was to come back 100 years from now and there was a stone with my legacy on it, I would hope it would just say that I gave everything I had, that I didn't leave anything out, that I was at least an example of what it looks like when you actually give 100% of your effort, when you're not afraid to look back and say, I know I thought I did well here, but there was things that I could change and do better. And I don't know how they would fit that on the stone, but it would be something along those lines and kind of transcribed into fewer words.
Hi, my name's Trey Cotner. I'm a PE teacher at Springfield High School and the head boys track and field coach.
I like Coach Cotner because there's like a lot of things that you get to know about him. Like, he's a good guy, he's funny, has a good sense of humor, and he's just motivated and competitive.
I knew I wanted to be a teacher when I was in high school. Had a teacher that did a lot for me in my life and motivated me, and I wanted to do the same thing for our students.
I nominated Trey Cotner for Teacher of the Year because Trey has the ability to reach every single person he meets and turn them into lifelong, healthy learners.
Oh! Drive them deep. Good job.
I like Mr. Cotner because he makes activities that are fun to do, and he has this way that he tells people like stuff that they think they can't do, but they make them feel like they can because he tells them that they can do it.
I like having Mr. Cotner in class because he manages to make academics fun, but he also takes his job seriously.
Communication is definitely a key in athletics, in teaching, everything. You need to communicate with the kids first. At the end of the day, it's their grade, their responsibility. Their parents can't come take tests for them. Their parents can't make them participate daily. It's up to the kids, so I like to communicate with them first.
All right, here we go. Nice. Anna, you gotta quit hitting it right to them. You gotta adjust. You gotta hit it where they're not standing.
I like Mr. Cotner because he motivates us to be the best athletes we can be. And normally PE isn't a very fun gym class for girls, but I always look forward to seeing him every day. And his personality makes gym class a lot of fun.
Hopefully when my career is ended, I'll hope that kids will look at me as somebody who inspired them, somebody who was always in a great mood, showed up every day, gave 100% and was just there and always there for kids in my class and always had a smile on his face, and hopefully the students enjoyed their time with me as a teacher.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Linda Doherty, and I teach 4th and 5th grade math at Carl Sandburg Elementary School.
I like Mrs. Doherty because when we need a friend, she's there for us. When we need to ask her a question, we can go ask her. If we don't understand something, no matter how hard it is, she's going to be able to answer it for us in a way that we understand it.
I like Miss Doherty because anytime we need her, she will come right away. Anytime if we're struggling with something in math, she'll try to explain it to us as best as she can. And if we still don't understand it, she pulls us out, takes us to the carpet, and meets with us one-on-one.
I think one of the most satisfying moments as a teacher, and the ones that I live for, are the moments when you've given kids a chance to explore something. And all of a sudden you see that light bulb go off above their head in that aha moment, and that's what it's all about right there.
I like Mrs. Doherty because she's one of those people where you can talk to her and she won't be just a math teacher. She's gonna also talk to you and help you get through things. And she's like one of those teachers where you can feel like you're family with her, because she is like one of those people where you can trust her, you can tell her things that you want, and she'll still listen to you and give you answers.
Hey, why do you think it'd be 68 first?
Because you're subtracting 76 minus 8 equals. So you have to take some of this, and you put this into 16. Into 16 minus 8 equals 8, and then you put the 6 down here.
Okay.
I like Mrs. Doherty because she's a teacher that helps you when you're struggling in math and other classes.
So which one are you talking about, number 11?
Yeah. For some reason I got 7.
What was kind of different about number 11? It's something I'll never forget, as long as I live, that hopefully I had an impact on a child's life. Hopefully I've made them more confident in themselves and given them the idea that they can do anything they want to as long as they try hard.
My name's Michelle DeLong. I teach general music, grades K through 5, and I also teach a new class called Mustangs in Motion at Matheny Withrow Elementary School.
Right, left, left, right, left, double, right, left.
I like Mrs. DeLong because she actually really cares. She actually really cares if we learn the music or not.
I like Mrs. DeLong because she encouraged us to work, and even though that if we don't know the subject or any of the opportunities, she'll help us out.
I knew back when I was in high school that I wanted to be a teacher. My high school band director and choir director were very influential in my life, and I knew that I just wanted to be able to give back some of the gift that they had given me. And so I pretty much, when I was a junior in high school, knew that I was going to go into music education.
I have the opportunity to be Michelle DeLong's student teacher this semester. She has been beyond amazing, and I've been able to learn so much from her. She is the most caring and humble person I have ever met.
Hey, singles and jump. Woo, you got it. Open doubles.
Miss DeLong is one of the, I like her because she's one of the best music teachers, and she teaches us about playing instruments.
And up. And down. And push to one side.
Miss DeLong is a great music teacher.
Just knowing that you make a difference in the lives of your students knowing that maybe your time that you have with them, I see my students for 30 minutes a day, and maybe that's a high point, a point of joy in their life, and give them an opportunity to relax and create and just have a joyful music making experience, and that just keeps me coming back.
I love Miss DeLong because she helps us learn about different languages, and she is grateful enough to let us use her stuff for music.
I'm sure on those last couple of days when I walk out, there will be that feeling of, I hope that I made a difference in the lives of my students. I hope that I gave everything that I had to give during the time that I was with them, and just know that I can look back and smile and say, it was all worth it.
My name is Brad Keyes, and I teach AP US History. I'm the Avid Site Coordinator and Teacher, and I'm the Post-Secondary Coach at the Springfield High School.
Mr. Keyes is a great teacher because he just reminds us that the sky's the limit. The sky is the limit. He pushes us to do things that we didn't think we could do.
Well, I think it's important for you to do this because, like I said, each of you are going to have decisions to make on your own from here on out. I'm not going to be there for you anymore to help you. But you just have to think about things you've learned and then how would you solve these. So in the back of your mind, all you need to ask yourself is, what would Mr. Keyes do?
I love Mr. Keyes as our teacher because not only is he our mentor, but he goes above and beyond everything that he teaches us, and he leads by example.
I think Mr. Keyes is an exceptional teacher. He's been with me my whole 4 years of high school, and I really don't know where I would be without him.
I knew I wanted to teach in high school. I had great teachers in high school, but my mentor, so to speak, was my grandpa. And I knew right away that history is what I wanted to teach.
I love Mr. Keyes because he isn't just a teacher, he's more of a dad to me. I wouldn't really know the person that I would be and how I would have turned out if I didn't have him in my life.
I like Mr. Keyes because he cares for his students, and each way he cares for his students, it's individually and it's based off of their needs and their skills.
I want my legacy to write or to say, I wanted to say that I was always there for the kids, that they were number one, and that while I worked, I gave 100% at my job.
I like Mr. Keyes because I didn't have him as a teacher, but it makes it better for him because he's helped me with other things for college. And I started coming here with him about last year, junior year, and he's helped me through a lot, and without him, I wouldn't be where I'm at today.
I like Mr. Keyes because he intentionally tries to connect with the students in his classroom and reaches out to them as a friend and as a teacher, and is really encouraging.
As I look back at my career, I know that I did the best I could for my kids, and that every day I gave them 100% in the classroom. And because I expect them to give 100%, I can match that. And so when I leave this profession for the last time, I know that I can look back and say that I gave my best.